Let us move on to components. This is the one drawing which we used in our earlier session. Now I want to add this particular drawing into my project file, which is AutoCAD IEC schematic. In fact, this is now JSC symbols, now whatever we are using. So if I want to save as, I will make it 2. Okay, and see, now this 2 is not part of this project. In order to make this as a part of this project, what you should do is select the project, add active drawing. Do you want to apply the project default values? Say yes. Now this has become the part of this project. Components, insert icon menu. Here you can see all the components. All these are JSC components. If you set the project setting in the project setting, if you select instead of JSC, if you are adding IEC, see IEC is here, but that is bottom. If I move it to a stop, move up in this fashion, I can move it up down. If I move it in the top, my list will, this while inserting these components, this will be IEC schematic. Okay, but anyhow, now it is JSC schematic. All the items are here. Use this plus and minus arrows to expand and to collapse this. Suppose if I want to insert a push button, click here. Otherwise you can go directly here and select any type of push button as you wish. You can insert. This is a tag number. Again, you can add a description. If you want to include the manufacturer catalog number and all, you can use these options. Okay, now one thing you should notice, sometimes this is a JSC title block, that is in imperial inches. Suppose if you are using, instead of this sheet, if you are using an IEC standard, that is metric, so the component, if you insert the same component, that will be too small in those drawings. So in that case, make sure inside the properties, here inside the properties, here see, full scale, you should set this scale. Now it is in inches, so fine. If you are using metric, make it into full scale. Fine. This is how you can insert. And for editing the components, you have to click edit and select this particular component. If I want to change it to PB1, 1 PB1, okay. In fact, this is my sheet number. You should always check the property of this sheet. This is 2. Okay, 2 is my sheet number now. So now if I want to change it into 2, I can edit this component to PB1. Now for copying, copy component, select this component. Always use the snap on. That will enable you to move the components in a predefined distance. See, again it is coming as PB1 only. I can change it into 2 PB2 this way. Now suppose this is my sheet number 2, and if I am inserting a push button, it is coming as PB1 only. Now if I want the prefix, that is my sheet number 2, to be added in this list, that is also very much possible. How do we do that? In order to that, again go to drawing properties, components, you just add percentage yes for sheet in this. Okay, now if I insert a component, you will note the difference. 02, it is coming as 02. Why 02? Because you see the property here, here I have provided 2. Instead of 0 to 5 put 2 only. Push button. Now it is 2PB3 because we have already inserted 2 push buttons in this. Okay, repeat. 2B4, 5. In this way you can insert. This is one way of inserting the components. And coming back to this, on the right hand side you can see the last recently used components here. From this also you can select whichever component you want. And another option of inserting the component, sometimes you may require to insert a component in a vertical fashion. Then what you have to do is choose this vertical here, and if now you insert this will come in this way, 2PB6. See, this is vertical. Again, going back to push buttons, suppose again here I am putting a power supply here to G1. G is the family name. Okay. Okay. Now I'm drawing 2 wires here. In case if you want to resize this particular component, you can stretch this by selecting that component. In this way you can resize this particular component. Now coming back, suppose if you want to insert multiple components in one sheet, you don't have to insert it again and again. First you have to insert a component. This is one way, like this push button. I am going to insert a push button here. Sorry, it's vertical now because last time we put it in vertical manner. Push button, keep the snap on. I am going to put it here. No, but I cannot put it here. See why? Because while inserting this particular module, I kept my snap off. That is why I am unable to place my component in this particular line. If I want to place it, I have to switch off my snap, and in this fashion I can put 2PB1. See, now I have inserted one component. Now I want similar components to be inserted in all these wires which is connected to this particular IO module. What I have to do is I have to pick from here, multiple insert, pick master. First you select this one and make a fence like this. Enter the options here, keep all, don't ask. If you don't check out this show edit dialog box, if you after inserting one component, it will ask you again to provide some descriptions and all. If you don't want that to happen, otherwise if you want to continuously insert the components, keep it like this. Now you see this inserting in all lines until 2PB17. There are 17 wires. You have inserted all these things. Suppose maybe you may require to delete one of this component. For deleting the component, always use this symbol. Don't use delete command. If you use delete command, what happens is, okay, QSave, it is asking, it was asking was, you may have used the its child component in some other sheets. Do you want to cross check it? That's what it was asking for. Now coming back to delete, instead of using this delete, if you delete this manually, erase or delete, what happens is the gap remains like this only. But when you use this delete, what happens? See, this is the, now you note 2P1 2p4. Now I have deleted 2p4, 2 and 3 from this. If I want to rename this, that is also possible, but still if you want to move this component to its up down, that is also very much possible. In order to move, see, there are many options. If you go here, components, here you can see move component. All these commands you can find in multiple, you can use in multiple ways, either from here or from this ribbon. Even I can use the same command through my command line, that is using my keyboard. AE, AutoCAD electrical, move component, sorry, move, see, AutoCAD electrical move. If I now move this, I can move and place it in this way. This is another way of doing this. And now you see I have moved this component, but the numbers remain same only. In fact, I want to renumber this, retag all these numbers. So what I should do is go to project tab here and update retag here. Here component retag. Okay. If you want to retag in whole drawings or whole projects, you can select do all. For reset, use this button. If you want particular one sheet, select those. If you want multiple, use the control button and select whatever drawings you require. Now in this case I need only sheet number 2. I am selecting process, only sheet number 2. Okay, remember our numbering was 2pb145. we have deleted 2 and 3 from this drawing. Now I want to retag all this, so okay, wait, sometimes it may take some time. So now you see the numbering 2pb1 2 3 4 and like 15. So in this way you can delete retag the components. And going back to this, I'm deleting these push buttons from here. And now what I'm going to do is I will insert one terminal here. Terminal, where is terminal? Yeah, terminal here. Terminal with a number, terminal round with a, let me choose number with wire number, hexagon with wire number. Let me choose this one, for example. I'm putting 2T1 1. Okay, if I want to insert more, I can use this thing, sorry, 2T1 2. Okay, repeat. Now I am unable to repeat this particular terminal. I will delete this and put a new terminal. This is a new terminal, this one. Now I am putting here 2T1 2. Okay, repeat. 2T1 3. In this way you can repeat again. If you want to insert multiple, what you have to do is go here, pick master, use pick master and make a fence. Keep all. If you keep the show edit dialog box after each, after inserting one particular terminal, again it will ask you for more information. I don't want that. See, now 17 terminals are there. In fact, if I delete 2 from here and again I want to renumber the rest, I mean till 11 it is okay. I want to renumber after that. So what I will do is component, terminals, terminal strip utilities, pick mode. Starting with, see the command line, start with from where you want to start. Till 11 it's okay. Now next I want to start from 12. Enter 12, select 12, 13, 14. In this way you can renumber. This is one way of renumbering the terminals. Now I will draw a horizontal three-phase line wires in this way and will insert a circuit breaker. Let me put 3-pole switch. Circuit breaker comes here. Let's contact circuit breakers. I'm going to put a 3-pole circuit breaker here down. Okay, see, now I have inserted. Suppose if I want to move this whole component towards left, so what I will do is use the scoot command. Select this, bring it. So it is asking you, you can see this link line between all these 3 poles. So it is asking you, you want to scoot other components as well. So okay, if you want to insert, normally you should scoot those two, see, in this fashion. And this can be used even to up and down the whole circuit like this. So this is what the scoot command stands for. You can scoot either the components or even the whole wire with the component. You can scoot in this way. If you want to flip the component in the opposite direction, now reverse. Let us say reverse the component. Okay, if I select this, see, I can reverse this. In this fashion you can reverse the component without disturbing the connections. Anyway, now I don't want to keep it like this. I want to maintain it in the initial like this only. Now if I draw one more 3-phase line, or if I want to copy the same circuit, I can even use this command line, copy circuit. Now I will copy this circuit, keeping the snap on. Now it has become automatically become 2CB2. Now using scoot command, that also I can give through this way, scoot. This way I can scoot the commands. I mean, even through keyboard I can run the commands. Now you see, the alignment of these two components are not proper. One is here and one is somewhere offset on the right hand side. So if I want to align all the components together, go here, pick the master one, this one, and select the rest. See, you can align the components. I mean, in this way you can make the drawing tidy. It will look beautiful. If one component here, another here, this has nothing wrong with, there is nothing wrong with this putting these components here, but still, being a professional designer, you should keep the drawings tidy. Another thing, if you want to move this attribute here and there, you can move. See, this is move attribute. By clicking this you can move, and in fact by right clicking above this, there are many options. You see, edit component, delete component, surfer, retag, update, copy component, attributes. Here you will see move attribute, hide attribute, edit attribute. All the options are here, so you can utilize these things. Flip, reverse, insert wire, See, scoot, align, move component. You don't have to go and search in the ribbon bar. In fact, just to keep your mouse above this component, right click. That's all. You will get everything here. Fine. Now coming back to component cross referencing, I will draw a wire here. I'm going to insert a relay, control relay coil here. This is my 2CR1, and we can set up the contacts, number of contacts. We can define the contacts. That will prevent you from wrongly using the contacts. Suppose you may be ordering a contactor or relay with 2N or 2NC, but unfortunately while making the drawings you may miss from your mind that you have ordered this only. You will use so many contacts. So in order to avoid that, you can predefine the number of contacts here. So suppose if you put 2N or 2NC here, and in the drawing if you try to put more than 2NO, it will give you a warning message that your control relay is with only 2NO contacts. So that is very useful, and the pin number you can put everything. Okay, now I'm putting a relay here, and I'm going to use the particular NO contact of this relay just below this relay NO contact. I'm going to insert it here. One way you can manually type the tag. For that you have to remember which tag you have given. That is 2CR1. I can type it here. Other way is look at the drawing. Here you will see what are the relays used so far. From here you can choose. Okay. And another way is if you have used some other sheets, project wise you can select. There may be many sheets. All the sheets will come here. Unfortunately, in this particular project, I have only 2 sheets, and in the first sheet, I have not used any relays. So sort drawings sequential wise, location wise, tag wise, description wise. You can sort, and you can select one among those. The third option is parent. Just click parent, and this is the parent. Click this one. See, automatically the 2CR comes here. 2CR. If you have already provided some description for 2CR1, that will also come into picture. Okay. Now I have inserted the NO contact. You see the cross referencing comes here now. NO contact of this is used at here 13. It is showing 14, line number 14. If you see, this is 14. It is used here. Now if you see here, it is showing the coil is used in 13. 13 is this thing. See, 13 this way. Again, we have gone through the component cross reference in detail in our earlier sessions. The cross referencing method, you can, of course, you can change the way you want. Graphical format, text format. If you want graphical format, go here. This way also you can do. Okay. Now it has not updated. For that you have to go and update component cross referencing. Active drawing only now. Save. Close. Now you see, we have not provided any pin number. That's why it's coming. If you provide some pin number here for 2CR1, like for example 11, 12. Okay. Now see, that comes here. And the cross referencing also, now it is coming as 13, 14 only. 13 and 14 in this way only. And in fact, if I want to change that too, is possible. Like, see, now earlier it was just a default numbering. Just those numbers represented in the vertical axis. Now if I click this, yes also comes. Yes means sheet number plus this line number. Both are here. And if I again want to put it in some other way, like this, This is also very much possible. Update, active drawing, okay. Now you see, this way you can put. Again, if you want to move the attributes here and there, that is also very much possible. Here, and in fact, if you don't want this pin number to appear in this drawing, that is also possible. Click here, attributes, hide attributes, hide attributes. Select those attributes which you don't want to appear in the drawing. It is there, but it is hidden in the drawing. So in this way also you can use this. Coming back, toggle switch. If you want this NO to be NC, if you want to convert this NO into NC, oh, unfortunately deleted. If you want to convert it to the NC, just click here. See, it has become NC. The moment it will also get updated. So this is another way. And now if you wrongly inserted some blocks here, for example, I will put one more block here, that is just like this. Okay, now if you want to change this CR1 also like this symbol to CR2, the same symbol, you can do that to swap update block one at a time, or drawing weight, and pick new block from icon menu, or pick new block just like. So I have a block inserter right here in the drawing, so I will use this option. Okay, and look like this. See, this way you can change the whole drawing. All the components inside the drawing you can change in one go. So this is all about inserting components and component cross referencing.